keep on dreaming. Dream works. That's why DreamWorks, Spielberg. Hi, this is Jean-Claude Van Damme, and this is the story of my life. We have a kid from Belgium who was born in downtown. It's like the Bronx of Belgium, and I love cartoons. My grandma took me once a week or once every 2 weeks, and at that time it was Rue Haute, Place de Brouckère, and we choose the movie carefully. Because, you know, my father is selling flowers, so he's buying a rose for $2, and he's selling it for $4. So he wanted to make sure that it was a cartoon like Dumbo, like, you know, Snow White and stuff like that. And the first movie I saw with my father was Lawrence of Arabia. It was like the blue sky and the land, and it was epic. And then it kept on going this way. Because I was not really with other people at school, I like to spend time with the adults and martial arts. My teacher was 35 years old, I was 9. It was no karate for kid at that time. All the karate guys, they're all like 17, 18, 20. So I grew up with lots of maturity around me. Dancing, it started in discotheque. At the age of 16, I was out on the street with guys like 21, 22, using the hips, shoulder, everything. And I just feel the music. And then I was offered at the age of 18 and a half a spot here in Béjart, here in Paris, Maurice Béjart. Martial art, it's very good, give you lots of discipline. And ballet, same. But everything is more correct, and you have to maintain straight and with a smile. So it's much more difficult than martial arts. Weightlifting became too big. It was 99 kilo. My arms became big, you know. So when you have big triceps, not like now, but when you dancing, you know, it's hanging there. So I did go via martial arts. I opened a gym, made very good money. I took $3,000 in my pocket, and I left for the US. I said to myself, if I cannot make it with 3,000, how can I make with 5 or 10 or 100? You need to suffer to succeed. So I go to America, I fail, came back, go back again, I fail, came back. I started in France first. I made my first movie with Bernard Giraudot. I was fired. I came in the wrong time, thank God. Then I met Menachem Golan. He was one of the chairman of Canon. He said to me, you know what, come back in America in 1984 and a half. He gave me Bloodsport, so I was made for that movie. Because I did martial art all my life. The split is there, the kicking. Years of training. Because I did that in Bloodsport, clack, 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 clack. Because of that. It was like a Van Damme billboard, basically, this movie. I didn't like the movie. I was like hiding in the theater, at the Chinese theater. I saw only a few people, and then I started to feel so sad for the movie and for myself, and I said, my career, first movie, I'm out. And then the movie did well, but I didn't realize. I brought lots of people. Peter Hyams was good, great director. We did Time Cop together. And he didn't want to work with me because he thought I was a karate guy, right? So I took him for a dinner and we talked about arts. And then he made the film. I worked with Emmerich. It was the first movie. We brought him from Germany. John Woo I brought from Hong Kong. Sly is a good guest, Mr. Stallone. I call him Mr. Stallone on the set. And when I don't like something, I just say it. So I did have a problem with the fight scene. On Expendable, helicopter, me throwing a chain. I go to the chain, I see the cockpit, and bam! The helicopter come down, a circle of fire, and then Sly with an, I say, Stallone, Sly, we have 3 days to shoot this scene, how are you gonna do it? And you go, okay, and then you go and choreograph the fucking fight. So I wrote a letter, and dear Mr. Stallone, love your movies, I'm a big fan. I believe that the final fight should be man-on-man. And I put this paper in my pocket, and it's like, so I go Go to his trailer. Come here, kid. So I go inside his trailer and I'm trying to, I don't want to disturb you. I know you have a lot to do. And I go to these jeans and I don't see the letters. Come on, sit down, let me know. And I told him, you know, you have big farms, you know, you have this. When I was young, I saw you go, bah, and bah. You're like George Foreman. I'm like Muhammad Ali. They want to see mano to mano. You okay, Terry? So he was very engaged. And then finally we did a fight together. My wish is one day I will be able to do a documentary of how did I do. Because if you ask me today, can you redo what you've done? I will say I cannot, bro. I cannot. It's too hard. Life go fast. I'm lucky in this business, you know, it's not like a 8 to 5 job. When I'm home, my dogs around me, watch movies, write some stuff, look at YouTube on very specific subject that I like. And that's why I need to have movies like that to take me out of this thinking mode sometimes. Thank you for watching, and please check out The Last Mercenary on Netflix.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the Netflix Film Club channel to get our latest exclusive videos. Plus, hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.